Welcome back, guys, to another Dragon Ball Project Multi video. Today we're going to be telling you how to get characters, which characters to buy, and which characters are meta in the current beta of Project Multi. Currently we are rank 2 in the world as of recording this in Project Multi, so we have some good experience to go off of. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment below your thoughts so far on Project Multi. With that being said, grab your senzu beans and let's get into it. Now, a lot of people have been wondering which characters to buy and how to buy characters. So I'm going to break that down for you guys right here before we do our tier list for the best characters in the game currently. So to get characters, what you have to do is you have to get this purple currency up here. I don't know what it's called just yet. It is called, we don't even know what it's called yet, I guess. But this purple currency right now is what we need. And you get this by getting Star Collection. And in order to get Star Collection, the easiest way to do it is to start up your characters. Every time you play a game, you'll get these Star Shards, and those Star Shards you can use to grade up your characters, which will give you these rewards. And each time you do this level up, it'll also give you 900 of this purple currency. So the process that you want to do is when you start the game, you want to buy characters that are not free to play, so that way you have more characters to play with. And you also want to get at least one character in each role, so no matter what role you're playing, you're always getting a Star Shard for somebody. So when you're starting out, I would recommend you buy either a tank or a technical character, which is either one of the green or one of the blue characters. And if you buy one of those, every time you play tank or technical, you'll get shards for those characters and you can star them up. You want to keep saving up until you have all of the level 1 shop characters, which is going to be Krillin, 18, Majin Buu, and Vegeta and Zamasu, I believe. Once you have all of those characters, you can start getting shards for them. And the reason you want to get all of them and not just one of them is because it's easier to get stars, obviously, when you're earlier in the star system. So like going from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 is easier than going from like 5 to 6 and 6 to 7. As you can see here, like to go from 4 to 5, I need 250 shards for Zamasu. However, for Vegeta to go 5 to 6, I need 350. And for Goku to go from 6 to 7, I need 500. So you want to keep having as many characters as you can. That way, what'll happen is that it's easier to get those stars. So because every star will give you 900 currency. So the more characters you have, the faster you'll be able to get that currency. And the reason you want to get that currency fast is so you can level up your shop level, which is down here, where you have to spend 34,000 to unlock level 2 shop. And unlocking level 2 shop is how you unlock Trunks, Piccolo, Cooler, and Gohan. This is how we are going to be able to unlock these characters. So far, it is not possible to get them, even with how much I have been playing. I don't only have like 23k spent in shop. I have 5k saved up, but I did go about it wrong. I should have bought these characters before I bought the capsules in the shop and all the other stuff. So that was my fault. Keep that in mind when you guys do your purchases. Make sure you get all the characters first before you buy the capsules and stuff like that. That is pretty much all you need to know in terms of how to get the characters and stuff like that. And in order for which characters to buy first, if you want to go for meta, get Zamasu first, spam Zamasu. After you have Zamasu, buy Majin Buu. And then from there, you can buy anybody else. You don't really need to buy 18. She is a better damage dealer than Goku, but Goku still gets the job done. Zamasu and Majin Buu are absolutely must buy for your first 2 characters. After that, you can kind of do whatever you want. And once you do get level 2 shop unlocked out of these characters, it really just depends on what role you want to main. If you want to main damage, I'd recommend Trunks. For tank, obviously Cooler, and for technical, Gohan. Although I don't think Gohan is the best technical unit in the game right now, and I don't think Cooler is the best defense unit in the game either, but I do think Cooler has the coolest animations and is probably the coolest character in the game right now, no pun intended. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tier list. Alright, we're going to start off by putting in the unobtainable characters, which is going to be Cooler, Gohan, and Trunks. These guys are not currently obtainable, as you have to get to a massive grind before you can even acquire one of them, let alone all 3 of them. We will be getting Cooler first when we do get around to it, but for now, we're going to be putting them in unattainable. If I had to place them preemptively, I would say Trunks is probably the best damage dealer. Gohan is probably second best at being the technical character, and Cooler is either the best or second best tank after Zamasu. With that being said, let's get into the actual list. To begin with, the way we're going to organize this is that the top tier is going to be the best damage dealer, best tank, the best damage dealer, the best tank, and the best technical character that you can play right now is going to go right here. Then we're going to do the characters that are good, the characters that are usable, and the ones that you should just get help, bro, if you're trying to play them. With that being said, let's get into it. So, the best tank in the game right now, not really debatable, it is Zamasu. by far. He's probably honestly the best character in the game in general. And there's just not much else to say about that. If you've played the game, you know that Zamasu is that guy. He has so much healing, so much defense. He has actually really good damage as well. And his ultimate's absolutely amazing. His debuffs are absolutely amazing. There's almost nothing Zamasu does that isn't cracked in this game right now. As far as the characters we have access to, Zamasu is kind of gapping the game a little overtuned, to be honest, especially if you're doing him as a combo with the best technical character in the game right now, which is Majin Buu. Dude, this combo is so unfair. So incredibly unfair if you get this lane. Your other lane is going to have to struggle a little bit because they're going to be basically 2 damage dealers, and that isn't optimal, and that's going to be hard for them to lane against other people with. But you're guaranteed pretty much going to win the lane with this lane, man. Like, Zamasu Buu together is absolutely stupid. Buu himself is also very stupid. He has some amazing disruption, amazing mobility, is the only actual healer in the game that can heal allies, which is insanely powerful when it's either, especially when you have Zeno stopping you from healing at your base, doesn't matter, Majin Buu is right there. So these two are the best defense and the best technical characters. That leaves the best damage dealer. That leaves the best damage dealer in the game, which is going to be Android 18. She has so much mobility, man. So much mobility. Like, she is so hard to actually, like, catch and stuff, man. Like, it's insane. It's actually insane. On top of her mobility, her damage is absolutely ridiculous, man. It's so hard to get away from her. It's so hard to escape her, and then she does so much damage. Dude, I've been playing Zamasu sometimes, and she'll one-shot me. Like, she does a ridiculous amount of damage when she gets going, and it is so hard to run away from her, man. Absolutely amazing unit. And if you're struggling to play 18, duel. That's a you problem, buddy. You gotta get a little better. Get a little better. Get your Genji gameplay up a little bit, you know. With that being said, next up, we're gonna put in Vegeta as the 4th best unit in the game. He is the best defense type after Zamasu. He is the only defense type after Zamasu that we can currently play. But Vegeta is absolutely phenomenal. Like, there's not to take anything from him just because Zamasu is better. Vegeta's AoE is ridiculous, man. Vegeta's AoE cooks so freaking hard, man. Like, Vegeta can definitely hold his own in the current area of Project Multi. And there's nothing to say that he can't. Absolutely nothing to say that he can't, man. He is absolutely phenomenal in Project Multi. All right, after Vegeta, the next guy we're going to put in on this list is going to be Krillin. He is the only other technical option that we currently have right now. Honestly, I would even say Krillin might even be up here if you're using him correctly, because, dude, Krillin's utility is insane. His traps can be absolutely demonic when they're set up, and like late game especially, that 3 of those traps, you're gone, bro. Like, he deletes people late game. And then his smoke is hella useful. His solar flare is absolutely busted later. Has such a big area, has such good effects. His ultimate does a ridiculous amount of damage. And Krillin could low-key be up here. It's just because he's not as good as Buu that I would put him here, but Krillin genuinely can be like up here with the best. But right now we're gonna have Krillin down here. He is an absolutely phenomenal character, but you kind of just have to do what you got to do with that, you know. And then after Krillin, we're gonna put in Goku. He's the next best damage dealer after 18. He's pretty easy to use, pretty good, pretty solid AoE, solid single target. He's just overall a very good unit. Goku also just benefits a lot because he has a very flexible playstyle. He has really solid amount of HP. He can go toe-to-toe with the tanks. Like, he's just an overall very good unit. The only thing with Goku, he has a very weak early game, whereas 18 has a very strong early game. And 18 just scales really well into the later parts of the game because of how good her early game is. She is able to snowball really well. Goku, on the other hand, doesn't really snowball because his early game is rather weaker. That's why Goku's down here. Then we have Piccolo, which honestly I want to put him down here, but he's usable. He's good. He's just the hardest character to use in the beta, for one, because he has such little HP compared to everybody else. But Piccolo does have very good damage and very good snipe potential, and he is very good. You just have to not get hit, because the moment Piccolo gets touched, it's over for you, bro. Like, if Zamasu gets on you, 18 gets on you, Vegeta gets on you, Goku gets on you, Krillin hits you, like, everybody can just like absolutely melt through Piccolo, and Piccolo can do the same to them, but he just gets melted through a lot faster because of how low his HP is. So that's why Piccolo's in usable tier right now, but he honestly should move more in like Seek Help. Like, bro needs a buff, bro needs a buff. But Pickle's pretty good. That's gonna be the current Project Multi tier list. If you guys are wondering who you should buy and how you should buy them, we're gonna be getting a video out on that as well soon. This tier list isn't necessarily a representative of who you should buy and when you should buy them, because a lot of these characters are free and you don't have to buy them, such as these guys. With that being said, this is your boy Aizen, signing out.